Abrams, CTO here at Taylor Properties. I helped you guys come on board. Some current agents that are with us. I'm the head of the recruiting department, so any transfers between commissions or anything like that, I handle, or licensing. Just to let you guys know. Today's training, we're going to go over dashboard training and commission breakdowns. And we have Kayla Williams, our commission processor, that's going to go ahead and lead this training. She's been with us for a couple of years and she's a pro at this. So she's definitely the perfect one to do this training. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Kayla.
All right, welcome everyone. So I'm going to dive right in. Not sure if you guys have been on the taylorproperties.co page. You can either go to taylorproperties.co in order to get to dashboard, or go straight into taylorproperties.info. If you guys have like a second screen or want to follow along, feel free to. And let's get started. Can everyone, oh, I can't see any of you guys, so I hope everyone can see my screen. If not, let me know.
Yeah, Kayla, you're good.
So first thing is I'm on the taylorproperties.co page. And what most people go to is they see login, my account. This is for clients. So when your clients go in to make an account, something like that, that's going to be where they create an account. Yours is going to be at the very bottom where it says employee login. So right here, we'll just go ahead, select that, and it'll bring you to this page. So here, I'm just going to sign in with my fake employee account. That way it'll look exactly like yours when you sign in. All right, so once you go sign in, your username is going to be the email that you have on file with us. And you should get an email when you get the introduction, just to set up your password. So you're able to access this. If you're not able to, or you forget your password, there's forgot password where you can go ahead, do that. If you have issues signing in, just call anyone at the office and we're able to help you reset that password for you. All right, so I'm going to go over this first page on all the information that you're going to find here. This is what a lot of us at like the internal office, we call the dashboard. This is going to be where you go to get your commission breakdown. Whenever you need to get like a checklist because you have an upcoming client and you're not sure what the county forms are and so on and so forth, you can go ahead and select that. And you'll just, one second, let me do that. You'll put in the information that you'll need. We'll put sales contract, residential. It'll ask you what type, because like foreclosures, you're not going to need like disclosures and such, whereas with a standard sale, you're going to. So it goes and breaks it down for you. And then you're going to represent the buyer. And you'll ask for state, and then it'll ask for the county. We'll go with Montgomery because they have the most pain in the butt lists and county addendums out of all of the counties. So you just go ahead, get checklist, and then you have a checklist where you can be like, okay, I have that form check. I have that form check. That way it kind of keeps you, and you don't have any surprises when you go to upload that stuff into SkySlope, the document management system, which will be a different training. All right. So that's just kind of what you need if you need a checklist. If you're not sure on how to put in a rental credit report check, usually it's done with rentals. You would click here and it'll bring up the instructions on how to get to submitting your credit report. Your billing, if you owe anything, it's going to come up right here. And if you don't, then that box isn't going to exist for you. So hopefully, you know, make your payments on time. And then the company info. So this is really helpful because it's going to have all of your information about the brokerage. It's going to give you the information you would need if you were doing HUDs or anything like that. And then it'll also give you the contact info right here for what you need to put on your cards for advertising or your signs and flyers, brochures, anything like that. The info, well, some of the info that you would use to put on there, like the broker number. Company licenses, useful when you're filling out a contract and you don't remember the broker's license number, that kind of thing. Breaks it down by state. And it also will give you the license itself for when you need that. This is Rob Taylor's Maryland license. So you can, because I believe like new constructions require them sometimes and all sorts of weird stuff. So it's there for you. Bright IDs, where you need to renew Bright, that kind of thing. You would find that information here as well. And then W-9s. A lot of rentals, when you do them, the other brokerage requires the W-9 so they know where to send the check. So that's also available here, along with the E&O certificate. I want to say it's required when you do like HUD homes and everything like that. You'd be able to just go down there and download that. And then, of course, the office contacts, where you're going to go and see everyone that works here. Starting with Delia, the COO of the company, and then it goes through everyone that's here at Taylor, and then also with Heritage Title and Heritage Financial. So if you ever not sure who to contact about a certain thing, you can go there. It has a job description, so you can see, okay, I need to reach out to Andrea for my commission check or something like that, instead of someone else who has no idea where your commission check is. So I'm kind of going down one side and go down the other. This part really isn't used anymore. We've kind of moved away from that section because we are rebuilding some of the site, and it's changed a couple times over the last couple of years. So that is the dashboard section of the Taylor page, and I'm going to go through each tab and kind of explain what you find on each tab, so you know what's going on. And I will get back to commission breakdowns. I'm going to go over that last. That way it's kind of fresh on everyone's minds and you can kind of take a break for a sec. All right, so my account, there is billing, so I'll go through that. Again, this is going to be where your billing information is, and you're able to make a payment for your dues and your E&O as well. Here it's going to, you're able to do your expense report. Honestly, I've never used this function, so bear with me. I honestly don't think mine has anything. So let's create reports. So what this does is, I believe, like if you buy any signs, the E&O payment, the rent, if you rent an office with us, all of that will show up right here. And I know some people need it when they file taxes, whatever else. So that's where you would find that. And then this is also where you're able to get a commission report. Usually people will use this towards the end of the year because you're able to get kind of an estimate about where your commissions came in at. So we'll go ahead. He didn't make any commissions this year because, you know, not a real thing. But so you're able to put in the dates that you would need your commission report from. We'll do these dates, create report, and what'll happen is it'll tell you how much all your checks was, and then it's going to have a breakdown of the properties you sold along with the amount of each commission check that you received. Not really a good example right here, but you know, and that's how you'd be able to get that. And then this is just the payments and charges, so you can go through and see, okay, I paid my dues this month. I don't have any late fees. I didn't have to pay any late fees. How you paid, and like that kind of stuff. And then you're also able to do automated payments where you're able to make sure that you're either paying automatically, or if you're just like, oh, I need to, you know, wait an extra day or whatever and turn it off. We do suggest keeping it on, just that way it'll automatically come up. You don't have to worry about it. You don't gotta sign in. It just comes out and you're done. And then the credit card section. If we have a card on file for you, then it's going to show up right here, and you can always add a card. The only thing that we're going to see on this end is just the last four. So if you're worried about identity theft or whatever else, like, we only got the last four. Can't do much with that. So the next thing is the edit profile. So if you go to the taylorproperties.co page, you're going to go ahead and you're going to see if you have a picture on file with us, your nice professional picture will pop up, and it lets you write a little bio on yourself. Oh, I work in the Baltimore area. I specialize with foreclosures. That way, if someone's looking for like a foreclosure house in the Baltimore area, they're just like, I want that agent because I know they're going to be able to take care of me. So it's where you're able to write about yourself and kind of get that interest going with possible clients. So you'll be able to write your bio here, and then you're also able to upload the profile picture here. We do recommend that just because clients, they like seeing that friendly face and being able to know who they're calling and emailing and everything. So it does help bring clients in. Designations. This is if you have those extra certificates and all that stuff, you'd be able to specify which ones you have. Again, it'll show up on your profile. That way clients can know more about you. And then there is the website URL. I know there are some agents out there that have their personal websites, everything else. You can put it up there. That way when possible clients go to the taylorproperties.co page, they're able to go directly to your page with that link. All right, so I know I've gone over a lot. Do I have any questions about those two particular tabs? No? Okay, no one's speaking up. All right, so next is the doc management section. SkySlope, when you click on SkySlope, it's going to open a new tab and it's going to take you into SkySlope. Again, this is where the documents for your listings and your contracts go into, so they can be reviewed by the office. And that way we make sure that you have all the documents you need for closing. That way you can have a smooth transaction all the way through. And then I'm not going to go into depth when it comes to SkySlope. That's going to be an entirely different training, because there's a lot to go with that SkySlope section. So That's just how you get to SkySlope. So the next thing is upload referral agreements. This is when you have a referral. I know some agents are just like, oh, I have clients that are going to Florida. I have an agent connected them with. Where do I upload my referral agreement? Because most people, they're just like, oh, SkySlope, that's where I upload everything. Referrals go here. And that's simply because with SkySlope, you would have, like, it goes in and asks you for like contracts and all that stuff, and you're not going to have any of that information. So uploads, referrals, you're just going to need a commission breakdown and your referral agreement. So here you would just put in the property address of the house that they bought, the zip code, and then the amount of the check. Usually this is done after we receive the check in the office because most agents aren't sure the exact amount that they're going to be paid. We get that. Just sometimes give us a call the office. Hey, I have a check coming in. I'm not sure how much, because a lot of the referral checks, they don't have a name attached to them. And we're just like, I don't know whose check this is. So call, give us a heads up that, you know, we're looking for a check for you, so we can get that process as quickly as possible for you. And then once you have all that stuff, it'll pop up right here. That way, if you need to like add docs later on, like you forgot to upload your commission breakdown, you can always add it. Like you can go back and add it. That's not a problem. All right, so that is referral agreements. And then forms. So the forms, that's just going to take you to the commission breakdowns. So really not that important to know about this tab since you're able to access that on the dashboard page. And then SkySlope information. This is just some questions that people have asked when it comes to SkySlope and the information that you can find. Like they have some webinars available on SkySlope. Again, we're going to be going over SkySlope in another training later down the road, so you can look at it, call the office if you have any questions, not a problem. So any questions about the doc management stuff? All right, silence, I will take as my cue to go on. Continuing education. Here, it's just going to give you an option. Basically, it just takes you to someone that you're able to get your continuing education with. This is actually run by one of our agents, Mary Warren. She's great at doing these classes and everything else. Unfortunately, you know, due to COVID-19, all classes are canceled when it comes to in-person. So we do also have, let me get rid of some of these tabs, sorry. So we also have the online classes, which is what we're suggesting to people. And going through this, I believe you do get a discount by going through the Taylor Properties website directly, and you're able to get your continuing education straight online. There's no in-person or any of that stuff, so it's fairly easy. You're able to do it on your own time, at your own pace, which is the most important, because I know things can be busy. All right, so that's continuing education. And then the order credit report. What you saw with the instructions on dashboard, I'm going to be going to the order credit report. So here, this is where when you have that rental and you have that application you need to submit, you would go ahead and click on this tab, and it goes and it tells you what each report is and how much it costs. That way you're able to pass that amount over to your client. And then once you get that application filled out, you would go ahead, select file, and you would upload it. I'm not going to because I don't have a client right now. But you would just go through that and it'll walk you through the process. So the next thing is order signs. A lot of new agents, they need signs and for sale signs, the directionals, all that stuff. It is available online. You know, COVID-19 has done a lot. So you're able to order everything. It goes directly to your house. And you're able to, we'll do like main yard sale signs. You're able to kind of pick and choose how you want the sign to look while keeping it in standard with what the rules and regulations are for advertising. So it makes it kind of simple. If you want to go out and get a sign with like your face on it, all that stuff, you are able to still do that. You would just need to get approval from Delia before you get that finalized product to make sure that it is meeting all those advertising rules and regulations. But you're able to customize all that stuff, and you know, you can order at any time instead of having to wait for the office. So next, that was pretty simple tab, the company info. This is going to be where this video is posted after it's been completed and everything, and where we have other webinars that we've put on. It's going to be this one is going over like the MAR forms that were updated. This is the Maryland state contract, and it goes over everything because I know like the brand new agents that are just like starting being real estate agents and everything. It's a lot of information. It's very helpful. And you can just kind of go through, see what there is and everything else. Because I know some of them are done with Heritage Financial, where it kind of gives you advice on how to get like that pre-approval and everything else for your clients. So it just has some, you know, some information where if you have any questions, you can go back and review and everything. And then the next one, there's company meetings. These are the company meetings of the past. Obviously, we haven't really had anything new this year due to COVID canceling everything. So you can always go to the old ones to watch if that's something that you're interested in doing. And then there's logos for when you create your own signs and that kind of thing, or your own cards. You're able to come here and you're able to access the picture of the Taylor Properties logo and that kind of stuff. Because I know a lot of them will be like, oh, I need it as a JPEG. It's there for you, Taylor Properties. I don't know why the other ones are there, but you know. Logos, and then office locations. So office locations, this is the locations of all the Taylor Properties offices that are open currently. And it just gives you location and the hours that they are, and then a photo of the building. That way when you're driving around, you know kind of what you're looking for. It also gives you a map and such. And then you can go through and kind of see what's available and everything, and then the addresses. So there's the Annapolis, the Bethesda, Columbia, and then the Bowie. When it comes to the office locations, there are only 2 offices that accept EMDs, and that's the Bowie location and Annapolis. So if you want to drop them off, those are 2 locations that we do accept EMDs, but all commission checks will be coming straight to the Annapolis office, because this is where our commissions people are able to work and get everything together. So there is that. And then there is the advertising policies. Again, if you're creating your own signs, business cards, whatever the regulations are here. If you have a team, the do's and don'ts. And so just some basic rules that you might want to read up on or something. That information is here for you. And that is that for company info. Do I have any questions or concerns over those couple of things? All right. I will go ahead and go into tools and info. There's a convert to PDF. Sometimes you get people sending you like Word documents. You're able to go ahead and select the file, convert it into a PDF. Can be useful. That's it when it comes to that. And then the real estate glossary, it goes over some real estate terms. So if you have any, I'm not sure what that means, whatever else, you can always come here, and it's usually here, honestly. And like buyer's agent kind of breaks it down. So you're able to go through and look at that. And then frequently asked questions. So just, you know, frequently asked questions that we get here in the office. We go and try to put some of those questions out there. That way, if it's something that you think is commonly asked, you can go there and ask, especially if it's like after hours at the office, something like that. So you're able to go ahead and read through these. And then when it comes to dashboard, that about sums it up. Do I have any questions about that before I go into the commission breakdowns? No? Okay. So I will go ahead and I will pull up so I'm going to do the 100% commission breakdown. And then after that, I'll be going over the 85 commission breakdown. There's slight differences, but we'll go ahead and do this. So the commission breakdown, you would just click on that link on the dashboard page. I had it saved to my desktop because our fake one doesn't have the 100% on it. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to pull it up. So here, the top one, you know, you put your name. The property address that you earned your commission on. We'll do my 123 Fake Street. And then the day that it's supposed to settle. So we'll do today's date. Why not? All right. So, you know, fairly easy information at the top. So the income section, this is where a lot of people get a little bit confused because it says commission check from title company, and then it has money in escrow. So what this is a commission check from title company. Let's say you're getting $10,000 for your commission. So if like the title company was holding that EMD, you would go ahead and just throw in 10,000. And then when it comes to money in escrow, if they were holding like a $3,000 check, it would be left blank because Taylor Properties is not holding it. Whereas if Taylor Properties was holding the EMD, let's say it was $3,000. For this top one, you would go ahead and put 7,000. And then the 3,000 here. And that's simply because the money in escrow, we already have that money and we just need to transfer it out of the escrow account. That way we're able to pay you. Where from the title company, we're only looking for a $7,000 check instead of that 10,000. So because a lot of people will be like, oh, my commission check is 10,000, Taylor Properties holds 3,000, and then somehow they get $13,000, and it's a little, the math's a little off when it comes to that. But again, So if Taylor Properties is holding the EMD, that's when you would go ahead and subtract the EMD amount from the total amount. If we are not holding it, you would just put the total amount at the top. And then admin fee from title company, if your client is paying it. People on the 100%, they have a $3.95 admin fee where they would go and do that. And that's where you get like, so the total money that we're receiving for your commission and admin fee is $10,395. So if the admin fee from title company, that means the client paid it, and you would then subtract it out from right here. Okay, it didn't let me. There we go. So here it now has your total being 10,000. If your client doesn't pay and like you choose to pay that fee for your client, you would just put 0 here, and then you would go and put the agent paid admin fee here, where you'd get your total then. And then the other deductions. So the FedEx fee, so if you want the check to be FedEx to you, would go ahead and just put the $22 it costs to FedEx it. If you want it standard mail, you don't need to put anything there. You get that free. And then also if you have like a referral agreement with another agent, someone referred your client to you, you would go and put their name and where to send their check to. That way we're able to go and keep that. So let's say it's Bob Allen and he works at 324 Main Street in Orlando, Florida. So his client was moving up here. So we would be able to be like, okay, so we need to pay Bob Allen at this address the $2,000 commission split that you agreed on. If you don't have any referral agreement or anything, then that would just be left blank. You can also choose to put that you want to pay your dues from your commission or your E&O, all that stuff. You're able to go and throw it on there, and we're able to take it straight from the commission, get that processed, so you don't have to worry about it as well. So, and then the total amount due to agent. So this top line is if you want to pick it up from the Annapolis office, and the bottom line is if you want to get the check mailed to you. And that is the 100% commission breakdown. Do I have any questions about how to do that? All right, I am on a roll today or something. All right, so that's 100%. So next I'm going to be going over the 85%. All right, so again, the top portion is exactly the same, the agent name. This one has a check payable too. So if you have like an LLC that you get your commission checks paid to, so you're able to put that information, property address, settlement date. And then commission check amount and money in escrow, it's done the same way. If Taylor Properties is holding the EMD, you would go ahead and put that money in escrow. If we are not, then you would put the total commission here. So we'll go ahead, put 10,000 because it's a nice, easy number to work with. Admin fee from title company. So if your client is paying that at the table and everything, you go ahead and put that. 85 commission, you get the $295 admin fee. You go ahead and we'll say the client's paying it. And then you go ahead and subtract it back out. And then with the 85%, Taylor takes the 15%, which this sheet will automatically deduct. And then Again, with the other deductions, this is if you have a referral agreement, if you have any dues or fees, that you want paid out of your commission, go ahead, put that down. And then it gives you the total there. And then top line is if you want to pick it up from the Annapolis office. Bottom line is if you want it mailed out to you. Do I have any questions about the 85% commission? No? All right. So that's kind of everything that I was going to go over today. Do I have any other questions that you're just like, oh, I've been meaning to ask this? Anything like that? All right. So it looks like this is done then. If you do have any questions that come up, you can feel free to email anyone in the office. We're more than happy to answer any questions that you have.
Awesome. Thank you, Kayla. So that wraps up that portion of the training. Some company updates that I'd like to announce. We are opening up a Towson office, hopefully by the first of next year. We go to settlement on that location this Friday. Also, EMD direct deposits. So we partnered up with a software app on your phone called Zachem. So Zachem is a EMD direct deposit software where you log in, you click the escrow account that you want it to go in, and then you type in the property address, both clients' information, both agents' information, take a photo of the check, gets directly deposited. We just signed a contract with them a couple weeks ago. They're kind of finalizing everything, building the app for us. So that should be launching January 1st of 2021. Also, in regards to the commission, so commission payouts is a 4-day turnaround if you use an outside title company. The reason that is if you settle with a different title company other than Heritage Title, we're waiting for them to either mail us the commission breakdown, the check and the CD and stuff like that, or for you to drop it off. So we need time to process it. So that's why it's a 4-day turnaround. Now, if you use Heritage Title, which is our in-house title company owned by Rob and Delia, you get paid at the settlement table. And the reason that is since we do own them, we know when you settle, we have the check in hand, we have the documents needed. So we're willing to front you the money as long as you have all your documents uploaded that are required in SkySlope. So Heritage Title get paid at the table, in-house title company owned by the same owners. So 85% of our agents use them. I kind of discussed with some people, some familiar names on here about them already. We also have Heritage Financial, which is our other company providing mortgage services. So we have loan officers, in-house loan officers with that company. Now, Heritage Financial is a broker, not a lender. So we work with multiple banks, not just one. So if your client can't get approved through one, we have several to go down the list to get them approved. So yeah, Towson office coming soon by next year. Zachem EMD direct deposit coming soon as well. The first next year at no extra cost. So your fees won't change. Our fees haven't changed in 30 years and we don't plan on doing that. So again, if you guys have any questions about this meeting or any questions about dashboard or the commission breakdowns, feel free to reach out to anybody in the office and we'll try to answer it. And if we can't, we'll forward it to the right person that can. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to give us a call at the main office as well. This video will be recorded. We've been recording it this whole time, so not your faces, so you don't have to worry about that. But we have been recording this, so if you want to go back and look at key points or you didn't understand one thing and you want to look back at it, we will be uploading this into our back office dashboard underneath the webinar section. So yeah, it was nice seeing you guys and we want to see you guys succeed and in any way possible. So feel free to reach out to any of us and let's get the ball rolling. I'll see you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.